Hi, my name is Nina Jordan, and for this project, I chose to use the interview. I chose to interview my sister Monica. She's my older sister, and she's a stay-at-home mom to three kids. This is a picture of her family, as you see here. I feel like she really exemplifies many aspects of positive psychology in her daily life, and she comes across as a very happy person. She's heavily involved with her church through volunteering with the children's church and serving as a spiritual mentor in her mom's group. She was also willing to let me interview her and share the results of her interview, as well as take the VIA Strength questionnaire, which she also happened to have her husband take because she was interested and found this topic interesting. For this project, I chose to use the VIA Strengths Assessment because I thought this could give me insight in why I see Monica as somebody who lives a more positive life. According to Peterson and Park, with looking at strengths within positive psychology, strengths could be used in order to better ourselves as humans. I've taken this more as if we use our strengths in different areas of our life, then we will get more fulfillment when performing different activities with our strengths in mind. Monica assumed her strengths would fall under compassion, organization, and responsibility, which I agree these are all things that happen to describe her very well. However, her actual results were love, kindness, and honesty. Love and kindness both fall within Park and Peterson's understanding of humanity, which is important later on when I discuss how she utilizes these strengths in her daily life, both through volunteering and through religion. Gillum and colleagues tied love and honesty to higher life satisfaction, which could contribute to why I saw her as someone who does live a positive life and chose her for this project. Monica uses her strengths in many ways, but clearly through being a stay-at-home mom and the loving devotion to her family. Before having kids of her own, she was a preschool teacher and gave a lot to those kids as well. And she currently volunteers in her church regularly, both through being like a table leader, spiritual mentor for her mom's group, and through the children's church. Religion was not really something we covered in class, but clearly has ties to positive psychology. According to Park, it can also serve as a source of moral guidelines and instills certain values in young people. It serves as kind of the first thought of right and wrong as kids are growing up. Religion often serves as an answer to life's greatest questions, which can ease anxiety, which clearly ties back to positive psychology. According to Park and colleagues, religion could offer an opportunity to give deeper meaning to life. It serves as a buffer to the stressors of daily life and provides coping mechanisms. By answering these deeper questions through beliefs of higher purpose, religion offers fulfillment, which increases happiness, according to Sarah Glue and Cohen. With the different research that I found on religion, it seemed really apparent that religion can give that higher spiritual meaning, which ties back to positive psychology and making us happier with the right person. So one of Monica's strengths was spirituality, and I think religion is very beneficial to her. Monica believes religion is essential to life and feels fulfilled through active religious participation. This deep involvement with religion highlights her strength of spirituality when serving as a spiritual mentor to other women in her mom's group. When I asked Monica specifically what religion meant to her, she told me that religion feels like going home. Many of Monica's strengths fell under the classification of humanity, and I believe she uses these strengths when she volunteers with kids at her church. She enjoys the time she gets to spend with young kids and feels fulfilled knowing she was able to help in some way. A lot of the research on volunteering within the field of positive psychology focus on what aspects of volunteering makes us happier. According to Martin, being a willing and eager volunteer makes it more likely to raise happiness, meaning that if you are volunteering because you're being forced to volunteer, it's not going to have the same positive effect. as it could if you're just wanting to volunteer. Volunteering has been interesting for the field of positive psychology because it does make people feel better. The key to gaining the best result stems also in the amount of time spent volunteering. According to the research by Willigen, the amount of satisfaction does increase with the amount of time spent volunteering until about 140 hours a year, where that starts to plateau, and then the amount of satisfaction you're gaining from volunteering starts to decrease because it's taking up too much time. Throughout this project, I have wondered more about why I saw Monica as an example for living a positive life. And I've come to the conclusion that I see her in this light because she's living the best life for her, and it's not a one size fits all. For me, living my best life is not going to be seen and done in the same way as her. And I think that's true with all of us. I ended the interview by asking Monica what her thoughts on happiness were. And she said, everyone's version of happiness is different. Spending time with my family and laughing with my husband sound about right for me. And I think everyone's own interpretation of what happiness is different. And I do believe that this is heavily involved with our strengths and how we choose to fill our life. I've attached my references at the end of this slideshow here, and a lot of them had some really good information on the positive impacts of religion and the positive effects of volunteering, just if anyone is interested. Otherwise, thank you for watching my presentation. I decided to choose someone close to me that I thought lived a positive life and apply the way she lives her positive life to different theories within positive psychology.